Come on, get some. Swole norm alpha.
The sun is shining. The birds are chirping.
Oh, yeah.
The bacon is sizzling.
All right.
Welcome to the Daily Swole.
That's cool. I dig it. Testing. Test. Ball sack testing. Testicles. Testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1215 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and as a hoes? We're good. We're live, and we are ready to rock, pinch your nips, and slap your taint a little bit. Slap, because we're going live. What's going on, YouTube? YouTube at The Daily Swole. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, don't be a fucking jabroni. Subscribe. You know as you want to. You know you fucking know you want to. You want a sub. Come on. Subscribe to The Daily Sleaze. Dun 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 dun. What's going on? April Jones, first time. Is it your first time catching the live? You're going to try to write your essay while you listen. That's going to be tough because this episode is going to be fucking lit. It's going to be Liddy McTitty. It's going to be Liddy McTitty today, so make sure you, strap in. Breakfast and the Daily Swole. Oh, you must be in Australia? Hello, MJ. Hello. Flexing biceps and pinching nips on the train. How about we do a group grunt? You ready, everyone? You have to. First time in a new sub. How goes it? It goes great, Gretchen. It goes fucking amazing. I wish I could subscribe twice. I wish you could too. How easy would that be? Instantly, boom. Instantly, just tons and tons of subscribers. We're actually almost at 10,000 on the Daily Swole. That's fucking awesome. I love it. I love how the podcast is like, it's got its own little fucking section. And then I can do all the crazy shit on the main channel, well, on this channel too. So, we'll talk about the new releases and stuff, but I'm sure a lot of you caught today's drop today. Anyway, you caught today's YouTube video. I'm not definitely, just so you know, just so all of you know, I'm not going fucking deep into that netherworld over there with Amberlyn Reed. You know what's really interesting about that new video that I posted on Amberlyn? It's like, why do those videos with her, why do they get so many views? What's up with that? How come they get so many more views than other topics? Like, why does her name why does it generate so many fucking views? It's weird. Like, honestly, like a part of me, no joke, a part of me is like, shit, maybe I should just only do Amberlyn Reed videos. That's all I do. I'd have like 1 million subs. And just like gajillion views, but it's boring content. And I'm kind of pretty much done with it. That was like the video that I wanted to make. God, no. You know what's funny? It's like, hey, I had someone say I'm a fitness drama channel now. Well, fine. You can call me whatever I want. People like that shit, but at least I have a message. At least I'm talking about things in a different way. I'm not just like, he said this and she said that. It's like, fuck, people watch that. I think I said in the video that she's losing subscribers, but I fucked up. I believe she's gaining subscribers. And I was looking at the wrong chart when I had it up. I think I had a different page pulled up and I misinterpreted it and thought that I was looking at her channel. But why does it generate so much? Why does it generate so many views? It's crazy. Because as we all know, and I've said this many times, we're all making content for the views. So there has to be some shock value. There has to be some clickbait. There has to be some kind of like, attraction. That's what the news does. But there is a message in all this stuff because a lot of people watch it and probably a lot of people hate watch content. They watch it to be like, fuck this shit. And I think a lot of people watch her content to hate watch. They watch her shit to be like, oh man, look at this fucking clown. Look at her just pandering for views. Look at her not exercising the way she should. I just feel like I need to add my 2 cents and my 2 nuts and all that part. I need to like put my little spin on it and, at least have my input on a couple things. I know people like Alan and Charlie Gold. A lot of people have made a lot of videos. I think Charlie's channel is like fucking all Amberlyn, but it's good. I mean, it's good when you have perspective. If you're adding good commentary to it. I don't know. I'm an influencer. Am I an influencer? Am I a fitness influencer? Don't. Careful. I'm going to have to start wearing Gymshark soon. My goodness. Oh, she is losing subscribers? Maybe I was looking at the right thing. Whatever. She's a clown. I know she's a clown. There are great channels on here who critique her a lot, and it's hilarious. See, I don't know. I mean, I don't want my channel to be, I guess it is kind of like a fitness drama channel, the main channel, which is fine. But we got so much stuff. We got the Ask Papa Swoleos coming. I got a great video tomorrow. Actually, this podcast is about a topic that's going to be huge in tomorrow's video. And I really want you to check it out. So I'm sure you're all subscribed to the main channel too. Yeah. She's I know it's like people like to watch someone slide into the darkness, but not always. I think it's kind of like a soap opera in the sense that it's not that anyone wants her. I don't think anyone here wants her to die. Can we agree on that? I don't want her to die. I don't think you want her to die. I don't think anyone here, I'm sure someone does, but I don't want her to die. I don't wish her any bad stuff. So I'm like, I got to put my fucking 2 cents in because that's like, it's a big draw in this community. But what's, people like to see that because it makes them feel better about their own lives. It makes them feel better about what they're doing with their nutrition. Like, man, look at this. I never want to end up like that. So in that sense, I think it's almost, it could be a good thing. It could be a good thing to have her channel out there because a lot of people hopefully are looking at that like, man, I never want to end up like that, which is good. You don't want to end up like that. So there's a good lesson. There's a high point. There's a benefit to that type of content. If, in all, there's a benefit to it. All right. So today, all right. Anyway, yeah. If you want to get a lot of views on YouTube, just make videos on her. I don't think you're going to want to. It's not like a good use of your time to only do that. But I think it has some value to think about it in a different way. When you see someone that's not taking care of yourself, like that's the example of someone that is not taking care of themselves. That is someone who's not eating properly. That's someone who's not doing the proper diet. That's not someone who's not doing the proper exercise approach. So it's a great example of what not to do. Do the fucking opposite of what she's doing. Do the opposite of what Amber Lynn's doing. Literally, just do the opposite and you'll probably be fine. Do the opposite of what she's doing. So if you haven't checked out that video, go check it out. Today's video is about junk food. Someone mentioned it in the comments already. It is about this article. So I was sent this a few times, and it's a brand new release. It's today, this afternoon, it dropped, and there's a report, and this is an article, and we're going to read it together. I'm going to read through it. I haven't gone through it all myself, to be honest. I have not read through it, so I'm going to read it to you. It's very, very short, but we're going to talk about it. It's going to set up the context. So let's just jump right into it. This is a British teen who lost eyesight. It says the title is Teen Loses Eyesight from Years-Long Bad Diet, report says. Teen loses eyesight from years-long bad diet. Since elementary school, the boy had a portion of fries from the local fish and chip shop and snacked on Pringles, white bread, processed ham slices, and sausages. So that's the title. So I'm going to bring it up right here in a second. Right here, 3, 2, 1, and let's read through this together and check out and have a little discussion. So I haven't read, this is what's trending on Google. This is what people are reading. So let's see how this actually plays into our reality. Okay. So let's talk about this because from the title, it sounds like a lot of correlation, not necessarily causation, which isn't to say that I approve of junk food, but I think it's hard to be like, oh, this is the answer. So let's check it out. Okay. A British teenager who had been a, quote, fussy eater since elementary school lost his vision and suffered significant hearing loss due to his years-long diet of junk food, according to a case report published Monday. When the boy was 14, he complained to his family doctor of tiredness. Quote, he was a fussy eater but was otherwise well and took no medications, said the report published in the Annals of Internal Medicine. The doctor gave him vitamin B12 injections and advice on his diet. Obviously, the advice wasn't that good. By age 15, the teen began to lose his hearing and was referred to an ear, nose, and throat specialist shortly after he developed problems with his vision. The teen's vision continued to worsen over the next 2 years, and by age 17, his visual acuity had declined to 20/200, which is considered legally blind in both the United Kingdom and the United States. He was found to have a problem with his optic nerve, but tests didn't point to an obvious cause. When doctors investigated the teen's habits and nutrition, he denied use of alcohol, tobacco, or drugs, says the report by the boy's doctors in Bristol, England. However, the patient confessed that since elementary school, he would not eat certain textures of food, the authors wrote. Quote, he had a daily portion of fries from the local fish and chip shop and snacked on Pringles, white bread, processed ham slices, and sausages. Nutritional deficiencies can contribute to vision and hearing problems, but in developed countries, purely dietary causes for such vision problems are rare, the authors wrote. In the teen's case, nutritional deficiencies in several essential vitamins and minerals, including B vitamins and copper, probably played a role in his vision and hearing loss. He was given nutritional supplements and his vision stopped getting worse, though it didn't improve. The doctors also referred the teen to mental health services, concluding that his dietary habits constituted an eating disorder. Quote, fussy eating that is restricted to junk foods and causes multiple nutritional deficiencies is an eating disorder, the report says. Optic nerve damage from poor nutrition is potentially reversible if caught early. If left untreated, it leads to permanent blindness. So this is obviously a lot of speculation. It's a little bit of a sensational headline because it's a report. It's potentially associated with junk food. I don't think there's any doubt here that this person, obviously due to tests, had nutritional deficiencies. And obviously that's from what you're eating. If you have a nutritional deficiency, it's based on what you're eating or what you're not eating. You don't have a magical nutritional deficiency because you're eating everything. Obviously, if he's eating junk food, and junk food, like what do we consider junk food? What do we consider junk food? We consider junk food things that are not valuable, things that do not have content, right? Foods that do not have substantial value. So if we are talking about junk food, we're thinking junk, garbage, wasted food. Now, there's empty calories and more dense calories. And I'm using a lot of just semantics. I'm using a lot of just general terminology. I'm not getting detailed with like the specific names, but we're just talking about foods that have better value. And this is one of the reasons why when I talk about the elimination diet here, for those of you that are in Swole Enormous X, you know about the elimination diet. For those of you that follow my content for a while, I am a pusher of the elimination diet. I think every single person could benefit from figuring out more about what foods work best for you. It's not about the macros and the ratios and your lifestyle, vegan, carnivore. That's not what it's all about to start. That's not what it's all about. If you want to improve your eating, just like the Amberlynn Reid video, and all this stuff ties into tomorrow's video, okay? Tomorrow's video. And I'll give you a little hint. It's back to school. Tomorrow, it's already back to school, but my video is about food prep and the impact of what parents are buying for their kids. So there's a lot of these big accounts online that are like family vlogs where they have all these kids and they vlog their family's day and their kids' school experiences and they go shopping for food back to school and they just vlog. It's like those family vlog channels. And this one has millions of subscribers and there's a lot of junk food that's being bought. And I have a video tomorrow on that. So 9 a.m. tomorrow, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell. So that's going to tie into all this. So it's very funny. We had Amberlynn Reid today, and she's eating food. She's eating junk food. Now, she only recorded that, and a lot of people in the comments were saying, well, she ate 800 whatever fucking calories. That's only what she's filming. She's hiding a lot of other things that she eats because she doesn't lose weight. I agree with that. Most people underreport, and considering her type of content, her personality, she is just probably only filming that and then binge eating or eating in the middle of the night or whatever she's doing. She's not just magically maintaining her weight if she doesn't have the caloric value to maintain it. And people just don't hover over 500-600 fucking pounds just by accident. People are maintaining that kind of weight because they're eating too much food. Otherwise, they would lose weight. So everyone has different types of foods that they'll react to. Some vegetables are not good for certain people, and some vegetables might be more tolerable. Some people don't really do well with vegetables. Some people don't do well with certain vegetables that are cooked in a certain way, whether they're steamed or sauteed or raw. So everyone's different, but you need to, that's why an elimination diet is fucking fantastic, because you could do it yourself. You don't need fancy tests. You just need the effort. So right here, there's a good comment, Emily. Before the elimination, and this is from Emily Johnson on YouTube, before the elimination, I had such bad bloating issues that I almost went to see a gastrointestinal doctor. No discomfort or bloating since cutting out the crap food. So what an elimination diet is, literally a systematic process where you cut out as many foods as you can. Any food that might potentially cause you a problem. You cut out processed food, you cut out dairy, you cut out gluten, you cut out grains, you cut out sodas, you cut out candy, you cut out maybe red peppers or bell peppers, like, nightshades and things that maybe cause you problems. And then after a few weeks, you add one food in at a time and you monitor for a couple days. Like, it's a very restrictive diet in the sense that you're cutting out a lot of these potential damaging foods. Now, you can do any different type of elimination. You could do so many different types of elimination, but what it does is allows your body to come back to a baseline level where you will notice the impact of a specific food, because when it's not in your system for a while, your body will resensitize to any kind of reaction that you might have from that food. So if you don't eat fucking pickles for 2 months and then you have a pickle and all your other dietary intakes have been consistent, you're going to notice if all of a sudden you have a crazy migraine that day and that's the only thing. It's a scientific test. Only one thing that you changed, well, it's probably the pickle, and you can test it again and then double check, okay, pickles or whatever they're soaked in or whatever. I'm just using an example. I'm not saying people have crazy problems with pickles, but that's what essentially an elimination diet is in a nutshell. Grace Legasic, I have IBS and leaky gut, and both were very much relieved by elimination diet and the autoimmune protocol diet. So this really just comes down to people's effort, what they're aware of, and literally executing on it. It's not complicated. It's don't eat these foods for a while and then test them. Cool. Like, you're not going to want to, for those of you that are worried about cheating, do you cheat? What are your thoughts on cheat meals? Should I cheat? I don't know. I mean, what are your thoughts? But I don't want to get rid of this forever, but that's so restrictive. Look, if you feel amazing eating foods A, B, and C, do you really want to eat foods X, Y, and Z if you're going to feel like dog shit ass, feel bloated, have joint pain, have trouble sleeping and night sweats and fucking migraines? You can make that choice if you want to. My point is, find out the information. That way you can make the best choices for you. If you're just shooting blind, like, hey, you don't go to, if anyone that shoots guns, anyone that you go to the range, you don't close your eyes and just shoot. You have a target. You have a purpose. You're trying to aim for something. Same thing with your nutrition. If you're just like, I wonder why I feel like shit. How come I'm bloating? I don't know. How come I'm losing weight? I don't know. You're just fucking your face with food. It's not the calories only. It's also what those foods are doing to your body. If you feel like shit, it doesn't matter if you're in a caloric deficit. You're not going to want to go to the gym. It's going to be harder to be in a deficit. You're not going to feel like going to the gym. You're going to feel lower mood. It's going to affect your psychological condition. It matters. The gut-brain axis matters. Depression, low mood. It's been strongly linked to food intake and your microbiome in your gut. Like, this is a big deal, but it's not out of your control. So it's something that you can test just by applying yourself. Anyway. Okay. See, there you go. Lorita, I eliminated cucumber, and one day I accidentally ate it and was so bloated the rest of the day. I hated it. So it could be the seeds, it could be the skin, it could be like the lectins and stuff like in cucumbers or any kind of like products that might be causing you some type of inflammation or bloating. And who knows? It's like, does it matter what it is? Not really. It kind of does if you want more information, but okay, cucumbers, not something that Lorita is going to want to eat because it makes her feel like shit. So Lorita, you don't eat cucumbers? Problem solved, isn't it? It's different. It's different. I just use the pickles as an example. Don't take that to heart. Literally the pickles. But I agree. Going to the gym bloated fucking sucks. Who wants that? Who wants to go to the gym? You're not going to want to go to the gym if you're bloated. You're not going to want to go work out and do shit. If you feel like fucking shit, you're not going to want to fucking go and work out. You're not going to want to get up early and attack the day and do yoga and feel amazing. You're not going to feel amazing. You're going to feel fucking sluggish. I don't want to go. Okay. You're going to crash. You're going to have a cravings and this. It's like, you want to feel good. Mama carnivore. Well, carnivore is literally as elimination as it gets. But you can't, if you're carnivore, you can't do most herbs. You're not doing any fruits, any vegetables. You're doing all fucking, and you should be doing nose to tail. You shouldn't be just eating just lean steak. So I don't know how you're doing carnivore, but there's certain ways to go around it. Go about it. For me, I would recommend people do carnivore over vegan, to be honest, at this point, from just what I've seen and what I've experienced personally. But I think it also goes very, very to the core of individualized nutrition. I mean, some people can handle a vegan diet. We've seen that. People claim to really like it and focus on it. Some people can't handle it whatsoever. So there's a lot to do with individuality and probably genetics and things that we're still figuring out. Some people that can metabolize certain foods and certain proteins and react better to meats than others. And when you talk about not eating meat, a lot of people are thinking all meat's the same. It's not. I get messages from ranchers and people saying, well, you should do more research on, cattle, the farmers, or that's a lot of bias from the media. It's not, because I eat grass-fed versus grain-fed, and there's a night and day difference. I had nasty acid reflux and fucking issues when I was eating chicken and steak and stuff like that. That was just regular run-of-the-mill grain-fed, who knows what the fuck was going on. When I cleaned out from all of that, I went to like a real alkaline diet for like a few months. Acid reflux went away. I was on Prilosec and shit like that. Like, this is years ago. And then when I came back, I had such a strong craving for meat after like 6 months. Came back in, grass-fed meats, only like the highest quality that I could find, all this stuff. Never, ever, 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 ever. I eat a lot of grass-fed beef. I have no fucking acid reflux. So you tell me that the quality doesn't matter. It absolutely does. It absolutely does. So for someone like Amberlynn Reed, and when she's eating that empty fucking salad, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make that video, is from the fucking salad itself. Salads are not healthy. Stop with this fucking salad bullshit. You're wasting your fucking stomach volume. If you're going to have a salad and you react well to all those things, put some real shit in there. A salad is not nutritious just because it's fucking lettuce or it's green shit. A lot of it tastes like ass. And one of the reasons why salad tastes like absolute dog shit, unless you put something on it, kind of says something to me. It says something to me. Not that salads are bad in the sense. What I meant is those empty, just like, hey, lettuce salad. That's not a salad. I mean, if you're trying to actually have nutrients, you got to put some other things, put sprouts and whatever stuff on the fucking salad, if you know what I mean. But when it comes to just foods in their natural state, I feel like the human body will know and naturally knows what foods are good in their natural state. Like salad stuff without anything on it tastes like dog shit. Lettuce tastes like dog shit. Spinach, kale, all taste like shit naturally. So, if you're in the wild and you're a human being without technology, you're not going to be just fucking eating plant. You're not going to eat plants. You're not going to be fucking just chewing like spinach leaves. Who the fuck is going to do that? Like, what native tribe is going to just be fucking eating leaves? Tastes like bitter shit. You ever have spinach without anything on it? Tastes like shit. Kale tastes like absolute fucking shit. Why? Because maybe it's not for everyone, or maybe it's not for humans. And I'm not making the argument one way or another right now, but beef and cooking meat, like, you don't even need any salt and stuff on it. It tastes amazing. And most vegetables and plants don't have that same type of natural reaction when it comes to lettuce and stuff like that. So it depends. But that's another reason why, if you think about why a lot of people have issues with plant foods or with a mostly plant-based diet or a lot of beans and legumes and things like that, because a lot of people have just trouble digesting them and their bodies aren't maybe designed for it. So you love the taste of raw baby spinach. You must have not found good spinach. Okay, you can enjoy that. You can enjoy your leaves, your spinach leaves, raw baby spinach. I've had many different kinds, and they all taste like asshole. Like plain with nothing on it, just chewing the leaf. They all taste like fuck. You have weird taste buds if you think that tastes good. Raw cabbage and romaine. All right, everyone's got something. Everyone's got something. Just plain, nothing on it. Just laugh. Even iceberg or those types of lettuce and stuff just taste like bitter shit. I like plain raw spinach. It's all right. You can eat the. Eesh. I don't know. Look, see? Preference. Exactly. My point. To my point. Anyway, I'm not here hating on vegans or carnivores or anything like that, but that's why the elimination diet's important. And if you test what's right for you, guess what? You're going to verge and you're going to go the direction that works best for you. Some people, if you find that you like the vegan diet by doing an elimination, then do that. But you did it because you figured out that your body likes it the best. You can adhere to it. You feel the best on it. And if you feel great and you can stick to it and you love the vegan diet and you love that plant, fucking good for you. Good for you. Then do that. But the problem is starting these random fads, and I'm going to do keto, and I'm going to do paleo, and I'm going to do carnivore, and I'm going to do vegan. it's about consistency. You have to find what your body wants to fucking eat, but that's why an elimination diet is great. And then if you go a different direction, if you go carnivore, go vegan, or go paleo, or go keto, that's after you figure out which foods your body reacts best to. Okay. So going back to the junk food and the reason why this is impactful, and the reason why this is impactful is blinded by junk food. This is obviously a sensationalized article. Okay. Blinded by junk food. Teen loses eyesight from years-long bad diet. Report says. Now, I'm not here saying this is, look, I do not want you to be eating junk food, but I will also say that this report or this article isn't really based on anything, or I can't see anything in this that is like, well, the junk food caused it for sure. The nutrient deficiencies, yeah, that makes sense. The kids, you're only getting nutrients from what you're eating. But I think that we need to also keep in mind and have more of an open mind that it's not just, okay, guaranteed, oh, that's why. Oh, it's because he ate junk food, now he's blind. But kids should not, look, you're growing. Why are you 14? You're a fussy eater. You don't have parents that fucking discipline you. Eat this fucking food. You're a fussy eater. You don't like the textures? Well, fucking open your mouth and I will shove this food down your face hole. I don't like the texture. This is why I agree with that, with the diabetes, leading cause of blindness in the US, for sure. I'm just saying that I'm just playing devil's advocate with that article because, like, look, I'm not gonna be like, look, this is true. Look at this. I'm not sounding the alarm, but yeah, this is what happens. It's obviously a factor. Like if you're only eating junk food, if you're only eating fucking junk food, it's obvious. It's definitely a factor. I mean, eat real food. You don't like the texture. This is natural selection. People, this is natural selection. The earth, the world is trying to wean these people off the planet. All right. That's what happens. If you don't like the textures of real food, that's like your nature's mistake. You're not supposed to be on earth, probably. If you're, I don't like the texture. You don't like the texture of real food, you're not going to last long in this whole evolutionary process. It's like the same thing when people are like, I don't like the taste of water. You don't like the taste of water. You don't like the taste of water. Number one, water doesn't have taste. That's pretty much like the definition of water. If your water has taste, don't drink it. You know, you got a lot of stuff pumped into it, or you're gonna die because it's dirty. But all right, I know sometimes there's like fluoride and stuff. Okay, but you know what I'm saying. Drink your fucking water. Filter it or something. Drink your fucking water. Buy spring water if you don't have good water. You don't like the city water or whatever it is. You don't, I hate that shit when people, I don't like water. So nature doesn't care. Your body doesn't care. Evolution doesn't care. They will be like, bye. You don't like water? Bye. You're going to die. So more water for the rest of us. I don't like the taste of celery either. It tastes like grass. Celery tastes like shit. Why do you think people put dressings all over salads? Because the grass tastes like shit. Why do people put or dip celery in peanut butter or almond butter? Because you have to put fats on it to make it taste good. There's no fats in plants. Where are the fucking fats? You need some, like, that's what the human body wants. The human body wants fucking dense calories. That's why animal fats are so fucking great. I love it. I love high-fat diet. I love a high-fat diet. That's just me personally. So I'm voicing a lot of my own opinions and my own biases in here. But again, whether or not you believe in eating meat, whether you're not, you don't have to. That's why I don't really talk like it. This is what I eat all the time. I don't want you to copy me. I want you to do an elimination. I want you to figure out what works best for you. That's the best way. That's absolutely the best way. Yeah, nuts have fats. Well, I'm talking about like plants, like I meant like leaves and shit like that. Well, avocados. What, avocado's a seed? Was that a fruit? Avocado's a fruit, I think, technically. So I'm not talking about like just getting fats from just non-animal products only. I didn't mean to make that seem like, oh, there's no fats in anything. It's not an animal product. But look, when your mouth salivates, because I never get tired of steak. There's like that thing. I don't understand. I don't have like I never have a craving for, I can't wait to have a salad. Like I like salads. They taste good, but I also like the olive oil and the balsamic vinaigrette on it. Like I like what's on the salad. I don't want just, I don't have a craving for plain salad. I don't have a craving for just leaves. I don't have a craving for just raw vegetables. If you're seasoning it and sauteing them or doing something and putting fucking Celtic sea salt and stuff all over it, oh, it tastes good. But why do you have to do so much to that to make it taste good? You have a fatty steak, it tastes good without anything. Anything else is just a bonus. But that's just I never get tired of that. How come I don't get tired of it? I don't get tired of that food. It just doesn't get fucking old. It doesn't get old. It doesn't get old for me. Well, you know what another thing is when it comes to, and this is another, look, again, another points fucking dropping threes, dropping just fucking half court shots on this vegan diet thing. Here's another issue with the vegan diet. And it's not the vegan diet itself, it's people on the vegan diet. What I don't like is when people put because the veganism, for those that don't know, and this is something that you have to realize once you really talk to people, it's not about health, it's about the moral aspect of it. If you're a vegan, you don't use animal products in anything, like in your shampoos, everything is vegan, like what you wear. Vegan's like a religion. It's a moral thing, it's not a health thing. And that's what bothers me. People that do that at the expense of their own health. And there are a lot of people that are very sick that have these beliefs of not killing animals, not using animal products, and they are wasting away and they're hurting themselves at the expense of this belief system. And that's really dangerous. And it's sad that people hurt themselves to save animals. Like, you don't care about humans. People that love animals more than humans, that's fucking weird. It's super fucking weird. It's super weird. I would say definitely veganism has some kind of like crossovers with Scientology in that sense, and that kind of like zealotry. But there are a lot of people that do a plant-based diet and that type of stuff, and they're not fucking psychopaths. But there's a lot of that eccentric. I don't want people to do it at the expense of their own health. A lot of people think that's veganism means health. That doesn't mean health. Maybe some people can do it, but there's a reason why. What's the percentage in the world? What's the percentage in the world of people that are actually vegan? Fucking like a fraction of a percent? Really low. It's got to be extremely low. Extremely low. And the vegan movement is very similar to the social justice and all that stuff. It's, if you're not with us, you're against us, and it's that violence. So why is there so much compassion for animals, but the vegan community and all these like marches and stuff, why is it so violent and aggressive? If it's so compassionate to saving all people, why are you so fucking violent against other human beings? There's a fucked up part in the brain. So this is not for those of you that like to eat vegan and you're fine. I'm talking about, the movement. You know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the vegans that give vegans a bad name. All right, fair enough. I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like Freely and shit like that. Oh yeah, someone just posted. I'm talking about that fucking that kind of like level of, I'm talking about that many screws being loose. Like the keystone is missing in the bridge. If you know engineering, like we're missing important pieces of the puzzle, Is that right, Citrine? 1.16% in 2018. Is that United States or worldwide? That's very high that sounds very high. Makes sense though. Makes sense. I mean, considering it's like a trending thing. That's higher than I thought it would be. That's a lot of people if it's worldwide. I don't think so. I don't think so, Citrine. Freely needs to go. I think she needs to stay. I think she needs to stay to be like this kind of, she needs to be there and to show everyone that extreme side of it and be like, look, this is what it can make you do. It can make you like not want to walk down the street because an animal was run over there in the past. Oh, from his stand-up special, Joe Rogan, what was that? Was that Triggered? The recent one he did? The vegan cat? The vegan cat. It's so funny. That was such a funny bit. That was so good. That was so good. Vegan cat. Ian Crone, if you want to be ethical about your eating, look for cruelty-free food. It's expensive, but it's worth it and tastes better. Well, you can find, here's the thing. If you actually have animals, I think it's totally fine and totally normal and totally healthy to eat animal products, but you should be eating animal products that are raised a certain way, that consume certain foods. And it's not the bias of the media. It's reality, because when you make the choice between two different types of meat and you eat them, they taste completely different. Can you make a grain-fed steak taste good? Obviously, people love that shit. However, you're getting way too much protein with those really lean cuts of meat. And when you're getting a sick animal, a lot of that garbage is stored in the fat, and you don't really want to consume. You don't want to consume the meat. You're consuming the body, and that's why vegans. Oh, the body. You're consuming the flesh of a sick animal, and if an animal is fed antibiotics and food that's not natural to grow it faster, so it could be slaughtered, you're eating a sick animal. Have you seen sick human beings? Yeah, Amberlynn Reed is a sick human being. Tess Holliday, these obese. You want to eat one of those? Hey, I'm not comparing them to cows, but let's compare them to cows for right now because of the analogy. It's just a coincidence, I swear. So you have a sick animal. You're not going to want to eat that. You want to consume that. You want to have that part of that sick animal become a part of your body. You want to make better food choices. The quality matters. And if you're not getting good quality, it's going to pay off. I've experienced this firsthand. That's why I talk so passionately about it, because I experienced it firsthand. I personally experienced this. I personally experienced the quality of food difference. I went from eating the way I eat now, essentially, with different quality foods, different quality meats, different quality, and now I eat a lot of these meats. I eat a lot of fat. I eat a lot of animal fat and organ meats and stuff like that. And feeling good, feeling great. No acid reflux. Never, ever, ever fucking came back. Why? Because it's not the meat. I mean, it was the meat, but it's not meat in itself. Oh, that's not good for you. Literally fucking prove that myself, for myself. I'm not saying I'm the same as every single other person. I think there's a lot of stuff with genetics and things that we haven't figured out yet, which is fine. But that's why you have to take a little bit more responsibility for yourself to dig into this information and figure it out. The elimination diet will help you with that. Wild game is great. Wild game is the best. You can get lean meats from wild game. There's nothing wrong with that, but you're getting a healthy animal. There's nothing wrong with lean meats, but you don't want to necessarily get lean. You don't want to get lean meat from a sick animal. You don't want to get low quality meats. Yeah, venison's great. 4 pounds of venison in my freezer. Lucky beesh. Lucky beesh. I know someone who's actually allergic to beef after they did. What kind of beef? What quality meat? Which is fine. I mean, some people are. Some people are. Look, everyone's different. Some people have 3 legs. Some people are born without limbs. Some people are born with, different chromosomes. Like, some people are different. People are different. People are different. How do I gain weight without gaining fat? You don't. You gain weight, you're going to gain some fat. You're in a slight caloric surplus. Just keep the surplus minimal. A lot of people go way too far. They're like, oh, 2,000 calories over. You're going to get fat. You're growing too fast. You have too much energy extra. You need just a little bit extra for your body to build, to be more anabolic, to build lean tissue. But you also, if you want to gain weight without gaining fat, that means muscle. That means you have to be training fucking hard. You got to be lifting hard. Lifting fucking hard and eating in a slight surplus. Or maybe a maintenance, depends if you have extra body fat on you. But it's very hard. You have to train hard. You have to give your body a reason. Otherwise, you're going to gain fat. 1.16 is the worldwide statistic for veganism. 600,000 people worldwide. Wow. It's a lot of people worldwide, though. Where are most of those people? Probably the United States. Because vegan's specific. It's not like, oh, we eat a lot of fish. We're talking vegan, like no animal products. Seems like it's more. 600,000 worldwide. It's probably 599,000 in the United States. It's like everyone. I've never had moose. Let's see here. My sister can't drink protein shakes, but I try to tell her it's the quality of the protein shake. I don't drink protein shakes either. You don't need that shit. People get way too much protein already. You don't need that much protein or so much protein that people normally consume. It's based on lean mass, not on body weight. Burped. I have a bad cold and I was wondering what advice you have for natural remedies instead of medications. Sleep and water. Also, do you think it's better to work out or rest when sick? What do you think? Fuck this question. If you're sick, don't work out. You're sick. You're ill. Your body needs to heal. Sleep and drink water. Natural remedies. I don't know. You can make tea. You can make like honey, lemon, or ginger tea. I don't know what your sickness is. When you have a cold, it's going to come and go. Like your body needs to fend it off. It's not going to go away faster. It's like your body needs to handle the virus. Your body needs to overcome it and build up antibodies. So you need rest so your body can actually overcome that. I'm a moral vegetarian for the past 14 years. Go shoot that deer. I'm pro hunting. Know where your food comes from. I think it's also important to understand that hunting is important for population control and stuff like that. A lot of people just try to, look, it's cool to save the environment. It's cool to want to have better care for animals, but to force other people to eat your way and to believe. When you're a vegan and you're trying to convert people, it's the same thing like if you're Christianity or born again Christians or, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses, you're trying to like spread the word of God. You're trying to spread the word of vegan. It's like, no, just dude, keep it to yourself. Be like the Jews. Just do your thing. Believe what you want to believe. Do your thing, and don't preach to other fucking people. The Jewish culture, the Jewish people. Fuck, they got it locked down. Believe what you believe. They don't try to convert you. Fucking do your thing. They do their thing. Why can't everyone else do that? Everyone else has to be like, you know, praise Jesus, follow the Lord. The words are going to give us money. Everyone's missionaries trying to spread the fucking word. Get out of everyone's fucking face. Nonsense. Get your nonsense children's stories out of here. God's going to get you. Be good. God's going to get you. He's going to get you. He's under your bed. Maybe that's the boogeyman. That's like the world's boogeyman. The boogeyman. It's hiding under your bed. Do I cycle bulking and cutting? I don't do any of that shit anymore. You can. I don't do bulking and cutting. I don't pay attention to that stuff for me. I personally right now, like I'm eager to go lift. I'm going to be upping my, you know, certain things like calories. I want to go and lift heavy for a couple of weeks, but that might change in 3 days. I might be like, okay, cool. I go through periods. I'm good where I'm at right now. I just feel a little flat because I haven't worked out in a couple days just because of the hurricane stuff. Gyms were closed. Bam, bum, bum, bum. You were raised Jehovah's Witness. It's a cult. Wow, there's a lot of aspects of a cult in a lot of things. Bill Burr's awesome. Bill Burr's got a new special coming out like in a week. Oh, and I said this yesterday. I think we talked about it yesterday. Go watch Dave Chappelle's new special if you haven't. You've probably seen stuff on like the news how he got so much flack from his Sticks and Stones special, and everyone was like, you know, all the reviews were giving him shit for like it wasn't funny. It's fucking hilarious. So go watch it. I'm like, I owe him. I watched it twice, so I owe him to promote that shit. Go watch it. It's awesome. You'll love it. If you like this podcast, chances are you'll fucking love it. Fucking love it. So we're talking hunting. Everyone's hunting. I was born again Christian, also a cult. Yeah, those things are extreme. My thing is, why can't you believe what you believe and let everyone else fucking believe what they believe? The audacity and the fucking ego to be like, I'm right. I know where God is. I know this. This is the rule. That's that. No, go away. Go away. There's no Santa Claus either. There's no Easter Bunny. Everything's made up to keep people in line. I think a lot of religion is good because it keeps people generally good. Because if they're doing, hey, I'm not going to kill that person because God wouldn't like that. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I mean, if there was no religion, well, there'll always be something people believe in. You'd be like, I don't want to kill that person because he's going to kill me. That's a good reason too. Reindeer sausage, I hath not. Well, he definitely could have gone further, but maybe there's more in the tank. I'm sure. He's gone plenty far in the past, but it was brilliant. I thought it was excellent. Stephanie Buttermore made a video explaining the science. Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. You guys can watch it and let me know. There's too many things to watch. I don't want to watch her 15 or 20 minute. Any of those long videos, I'm like, oh, that's long. That's a long video. I hate watching videos about studies and shit. It's so boring. So fucking boring. This is why I'm eating all these calories. I don't disagree. I don't think she should. I think she should do whatever she wants to do, but you can eat a lot of calories. You don't have to eat junk food. Don't think that really makes a big fucking difference. If you're going to eat food and go, hey, I'm going to go all in, then eat, but eat real food. There's no reason to eat garbage food unless you want to be like this fucking jabroni and go blind. You're going to go blind. Stephanie Buttermore is going to go blind from junk food. I think a lot of people, considering how many mukbangs are out there, a lot of people would fucking go blind from that. Did anyone else watch her video? I didn't. So I'll let you all report here and let me know what you thought of it or this, that, and the other. Look, if you're in caloric restriction for a long time and you're doing that, I've never competed. I've never done stage competitions. I know a lot of people that do. A lot of people in my circle have competed. A lot of you have probably competed or done that kind of stuff. But man, it fucks you up. It fucks you up psychologically. It fucks you up physically. So I don't doubt that, okay, you're trying to go the opposite direction, but you still don't have to be eating donuts and garbage. It's just hard to eat more calories. I wouldn't want to put all those fucking chemicals in my body. But Papa Swolio, everything's a chemical. All right, I know. It's like fucking take it like literally. Yeah, take the buzzword. It's, you know what I mean. Shit that's made in a lab with people in white coats that doesn't come from a fucking tree. You can't hunt it. Capiche? Yeah, you don't find Pop-Tarts in the fucking wild. You assholes. You fucking assholes. It's possible. I don't know if she will, just because isn't she married or dating Jeffrey Nips? So they're kind of like, and she makes so many vlogs and she's on camera so much. So I feel like that would keep her from going too far the other direction. I mean, didn't do anything for Amberlynn, that's for sure. But I think a lot of people that are on camera all the time probably have like some more accountability. So there's less likeliness that she's going to go too far just because, you know, she seems very deliberate in what she's doing. So it seems like she might have control, but at the same time, that's what it seems like on the surface for everyone, but everyone's got problems. I got problems. You got problems. Everyone's got things that, you know, everyone's got their own vices and things and their own hooks. I can't compete because my tits are real. Oh, because when you lose too much, you're going to have no titties. Steve Irwin hunting wild Doritos. Yup. Ooh, all right. All right. She's not binging on junk food. She's trying to eat a surplus healthily. She's not doing junk food anymore. Wasn't she just doing donuts and shit like that? Wasn't she just doing that the other day? Again, I don't follow all her stuff that she's doing. So thank you for watching and reporting. Saved me some time. I'm actually following her journey because I'm the same issue, although I'm not going all in. All right, look, when you do that much damage, there's probably like those methodologies to. But here's the thing. A lot of people more people are the opposite. So I do like when we talk about health at every size, I do like to make the point and bring the attention of people that have eating disorders, like on the other end of the spectrum, like anorexia, bulimia, people that have issues consuming sufficient calories, because that's a huge issue too. But we've like, why, like, boom, it's over here. It's over here. When I had John from Obese to Beast on the podcast, remember he was using his analogy about the pendulum, how it's gone this way and it's gone this way. It really is. It went from the models being skinny, rail thin. Now it's like obese models here. It's like, whoa, let's bring that back to why does it have to be, hey, I'm skin and bones. Look at my fucking floating rib. And then it's over here. Hey, look at me. I look like a beached fucking whale. Look at me. Love me for who I am. Love me because I'm wonderful and beautiful. It's like, I don't think so. But that's your opinion, and you're open to your own opinion. You could think you're beautiful. I think you should think you're beautiful. But for a lot of people, you're going to be beautiful on the inside, not on the outside. But that's subjective. But what's not subjective is the health. The health ramifications of being obese and the health ramifications of being anorexic and not getting enough nutrients in that direction. It's not good either way. You got concentration camp, and then you have obesity, and you have gluttonous excess. So there's a lot of different there's those extremes, and they're both bad. So when you say health at every size, we all automatically kind of go towards what Tess Holliday says and what Sonali Fucatoire says. And then we come back to, it's not health at every size. There's certain sizes for certain people that are healthy. You know, it's not just across the board. It's not a good phrase, not a good name for a movement. Bom, bom, dun, 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 dun. I got burps. I got chills. Or I got gains. They're multiplying. And I'm squatting PRs. Melon, I honestly don't think I've met a man that likes bigger women. Oh, they're there. Oh, they're out there. Tess Holliday is married. So you got that. Well, that's another thing too. Many of the fat acceptance people are not beautiful on the inside either. Not all, many. Well, that's where you get that crossover from compassion. You get the crossover from compassion to being aggressive. It's like that with veganism. It's like that with fat acceptance. It's like that with the body positive and those types of things. People that use body positive in terms of obesity, not burn victims and missing limbs and, paralyzed and all the handicapped and things like that. So when you have that kind of love and compassion and welcoming, but then if you're against us, fuck you, you're the devil, it doesn't sound that welcoming, doesn't sound that positive. So it's important to make that a point and bring that to the surface. That way people aren't getting it twisted. Am I going to do a yoga collab with Alan Roberts? No. No? Why? No. A yoga collab? No. I got all my yoga. I post stuff on Instagram. I got all my yoga stuff inside Swole Enormous X. I don't need to do a yoga collab with Alan. No. Let's see. Then again, the hubby has said point blank, if Kate Beckinsale shows up at the house, I'm kicked out for the day. I would agree with that. She's like one of my top peeps. My top ladies. In the past. Not like the current form. But, whew. Papa Swolio likey. I see, quote, Lena, I've seen videos where the boyfriends are like rails and they want to keep feeding their girlfriends because it's not, the feeders. The feederism. Yeah, where they just feed, they funnel, they call it funneling, where they just funnel food into their female's mouth. There are all these sites where people pay to watch them rub their bellies. It's nauseating. It's disgusting. I've seen, I have a video on that. A woman who eats 10,000 calories a day. Like she feeds herself and she gets paid online. Like people, they pay her in the chat, or it's like a private room and they pay her to rub her stomach. Yeah, they pay her like she's in whatever, and like they just rub your stomach and they just play with your fat and like lift it up and let it hang, and then it jiggles and like they do. Look, if you're obese, that's fine. I don't want to watch you play with your fat. If you're watching this and you're obese, it's cool. I don't hate you. And I'm not saying, oh, you're disgusting. I don't want to watch you rub and jiggle your fat. You don't want me to sit here and just be like, well, maybe you do. That's still weird. A lot of you that like guys and a lot of you like muscular guys, cool. But I'm like, yeah, touch me. And you're like, it's a little weird. A little weird. Sit and spin. I could make a shit ton of money from amputee fetishizers. Ooh, there you go. That's a niche market. Go out, go for it. Money, 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 money. Money. Oh my goodness. This is getting intense on the Daily Swole. But legit though, Gerard Butler could punch me in the face and I just say, quote, thank you, daddy. May I have another? Oof. All right. Here we go. Daily Swole XXX style. That's right. I think I'm actually going to have to put this behind a paywall. We're going to have the Daily Swole be like, all right, NC Swollen Teen. We got to change the rating on the Daily Swole. Make this a private broadcast. You know what I'm saying? It's getting a little bit intense. Doesn't this woman who eats 10,000 calories a day for her fans know that she can't enjoy the money from the grave? Well, she'll find out the hard way, unfortunately. Maybe I need to make my husband do the fat porn. Ooh. Oh, God. Oh, God. Daily Swole After Dark. Please, no. Bruce Willis could fuck my wife? Okay. All right. I guess we're wrapping up here soon, fam. This is like the dun dun. You hear like the music coming on, like fading into the background, like the Oscars when someone's been on like too long. They're saying, "Thank you so much. I want to thank everyone that I've ever known my entire life," and they list them all off, and you hear the music dun, 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 coming on. It's like, okay, thank you so much for joining me for episode. Awkward. I don't want Bruce Willis. I don't want Bruce Willis. Are we talking like current Bruce Willis? Or are we talking like McClane Bruce Willis, like Die Hard 1? Don't answer that question. Don't answer it. I wasn't really looking for an answer. We hit the bottom of the barrel. I almost think like we're just getting started. The bottom of the barrel. Yet the viewers, all of you watching live, the view count has maintained the entire time. So, and it's even grown. That's what she said. I think everyone likes it. I think everyone likes the content. It's been a long podcast. It's been a really long podcast today. And I just realized that everyone is absolutely just completely parched. This coffee is like a little bitter. Yuck. Need a water break, bitches. Yeah. You thought you were going to have water breaks. You thought you weren't going to get a water break today. But we are. Chuggy. Oh, good. Chase that water with some coffee. Fantastic. Oh, that was magnanimous. That was wonderful. You like that shit? I forgot we haven't done a water break. I saw some people typing it earlier and it just rolled right off me. You always get that water burp afterwards. Oh God. So we have tomorrow. So if you didn't catch the Amberlynn Reed video on the main channel today, you go check it out. Tomorrow we have a brand new video dropping at 9 a.m.s, and it's a back to school nutrition food special type thing that I think is important, that I think you should all watch. It frustrates me. It frustrates me watching kids that eat junk food. And I know it's extreme to like, oh, one kid's eating one thing one time. You're setting them up with these like cravings when they're really, really young. It's not a good look. I think parents should be a lot fucking more involved with their kids' nutrition. It starts with the parents, fam. It starts with the parents. For those of you that are parents, slapping you across the face just before we sign off here. It's back to school. Give your kids some fucking good food to eat. Give your kids some fucking good food to eat. Everybody's fucking nuts today. Everyone's nuts all the time. What do I think about a weighted vest? I'm training for a 5K. For what? Running with a vest on? What are you, CrossFitter? The fuck out of here. Are you in the military? Why are you running with a vest on? Pounding on your joints? Barefoot running. Practice. Start slow. Research it. Look it up. You shouldn't be running heel to toe. You're going to jack your back up. In my experience and opinion, of course, you motherfuckers. Put those nuts on vests. Nuts on vests. I'm not a fan of heel to toe running, if you haven't noticed. Barefoot is the only way to move. Barefoot. You're wearing fucking boots and hooves. What are you, a horse? Fuck out of here. It's fucking going off. Well, I did not. SBG rules. Did you see the news on vegan parents with their very ill child? Some of them died. Even there was a bunch recently. What? Vegan kids died? Let's see what Google comes up with. Baby dies from vegan diet. Parents jailed. 2017. Judge convicts parents after baby dies from vegan diet. This is 2017. Oh. Religious vegan parents convicted in starvation death of son. 2018. Swedish parents jailed for almost starving vegan toddler to death, 2019, in May. Here we go, New York Times, August 24th. Let me pull this up for a second. How many of you heard about this? Let's pull this up and see what's going on here. Let's see. A judge. Hold on. Let me scroll this down. Can I scroll this over a little bit? Hold on. A judge in Australia said a couple had left their baby severely malnourished on a strict vegan diet. Experts said that with proper guidance, children can be on a totally plant-based diet. Well, didn't work out here. Soy for sensitive tummy. That's pretty fucked up. Holy shit. Soy. You're feeding your child soy. That's a good look. It happens every once in a while. A child being raised vegan develops serious health problems. I wonder why. Setting off an emotional debate over whether such diets are suitable for the very young. God, raise your kids healthy. For fuck's sake. Raise your kids healthy. Let them make those choices when they're older. My God. Experts say it's possible. Doesn't mean you should do it. It's possible to cliff jump. You can also die. Planning helps as babies are particularly vulnerable to malnutrition and are unable to choose the foods they eat. Yeah, that's the biggest problem. Kids can't fucking choose. It's a child. This week, the parents of a 3-year-old girl in Sydney, Australia, were sentenced to 300 hours of community service after they pleaded guilty to failing to provide for their daughter. Did they die? Did the kid die? Oh, I don't think it died. Severely malnourished. I was like, the kid died and you only got them 300 hours of community service. Look, you shouldn't 300 hours of community service. You should give them 10 million hours of taking care of their fucking child. Don't take them away from their child. Make them fucking pay better attention to their child. So that's a problem. You're going to have 300 hours of community service, but what about education? What about educating them? What's with the vegans in Australia? Are there a lot of vegans in Australia? Anyone from Australia right now that's watching in the morning? Do you have a lot of vegans over there? Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. Many vegans cite animal welfare and personal health as reasons to avoid animal byproducts, such as blah, 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 blah. Reed Mangles, a registered dietitian in California and nutrition advisor for the Vegetarian Resource Group, who raised her children on vegan diets, said that vegan babies, like all infants, should start with breast milk if possible. Ah, so they should start with breast milk, but then go vegan. Why do you... Christ. So essentially, if you're having breast milk, technically you're not vegan. You see how, like, is Freely Australian? Really? Well, that's enough right there. She counts for like 1 million vegans. She's like the where breastfeeding is not possible, a soy-based formula, which unlike plain soy milk, is specially formulated for babies, can be a good option. Why would you? Why would you do that? All right, I'm done with this. Why would you do that? Why do this to your fucking child? Breast milk is vegan? Is it really? No, it's not. Breast milk isn't vegan. It's coming from an animal. What, humans are not animals now? We're not part of the... We're just different. We're separate. We're just magic. Human beings are magic. We're just magic creatures. No. Oh, is that right? Is that what the thing is? Vegans? Oh my God. Vegans say breast milk is vegan because the mother can consent. That is... You're picking. That's making adjustments and accommodations to suit your narrative. That sounds like a load of shit. That sounds like trying to fit that into a vegan narrative. I think that's a good idea to give your fucking child breast milk. Dumbasses. If you can breastfeed your child, you fucking breastfeed your child. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You gotta let the kids decide. If kids want to be vegan, let them be vegan. Look, for real. This is why I can talk about all this stuff. And again, it comes back. If you're new, don't care. If you're vegan, go for it. If you love it. And here's the thing. If you love being vegan and this is awesome and that's a fucking shit, you fucking love being vegan, you don't care what I say. It doesn't matter what I say. You're doing it anyway. I'm fine with it if you're healthy and you love it and you could adhere to it and it works in your lifestyle and you're great with it. Who am I to say for you not to do it? Go for it. I think a lot of people force it upon themselves because, one, they think that because it's vegan, it's healthy. That's not correct. They think that they have to be to pursue their health, right? It's not true. They do it for the wrong reasons. They try to force, they're not healthy when they do it and they're struggling with their health, but they're trying to they're trying to force it on their body and keep on tweaking things, even though it's obviously not working. Don't do it at the expense of your own health. Don't do it at the expense of your own health. Don't believe in a religion that is going to damage yourself or your family. Like, that's ridiculous. You are an animal. Take care of yourself. You're a mammal. Take care of yourself. If you believe in saving the animals, then do what's best for you as a human. That's exactly what you should do. If you're a vegan and you're doing it, go do it. That's fine. I'm not gonna be one of those dick people like, oh, more meat for me. It's true, but fine. Go do it. Don't act like I'm a bad person because I have a pet. You have a pet and you say you love animals, but you eat them? Fuck yes, I do. That's what I gotta say about that. If I don't have a problem with you being a vegan, don't have a problem with me eating meat. Go fuck yourself. I don't think that farmed animals, I don't think that's good. I don't think the way the whole system works, that's fast food. Look, I don't believe in fast food. I think all those things should be fucking disappeared. And then that's going to save a lot of fucking animals. There'd be a lot of ending cruelty because of the volume. Turn that land over into grass and do it the right way. We can do a lot better. We could definitely do a lot better. There's a lot of waste in this whole system. Yeah, vegan and keto are definitely not the same. Did someone say that in the comments? I'm vegan and I like your channel. Cool. I'm glad that you like it. Look, I'll talk shit about everyone, but it's really like, it's the dumb vegan people. It's the people that, I don't mind if you're a vegan. I want level-headed. You believe what you believe and do it. Cool. And again, if you do an elimination diet and it takes you down that path, who am I to say otherwise? Go do it. Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. I don't believe in it for me. And I don't believe in it for most people, which is why most people don't do it or don't have success with it. But it's fine if you do. Like that movie that's coming out where people are talking about the super fucking biased movie, that Game Changers. Oh my God, it's going to change it. No, it's not. It's not going to change anything. It's another fucking documentary that has extreme biases. That's okay, fine, cool. A lot of those documentaries out there. A lot of documentaries. Hasn't really done that much. You can make all the movies you want. People are still going to eat meat. Always. Breast milk is vegan. Okay, whatever you want. Yeah, whatever you want to say. I love it. I love it. It still fits the narrative. Yeah, it still fits the narrative. It's still from an animal. So, you can make that argument. The rules of it, okay, fine. If you have breast milk, you're technically a vegan because it's from the same animal. All right, you're fitting that definition. You're fitting it to fit the vegan definition. Animals consumed their, let's say, human breast milk, or animal consumed their parents' quote, breast milk. Okay, that came long before we had a word for vegan. So you're fitting it to the definition. It's convenient. I get it. Say what you want. That's fine. You can still have that be the definition and that's acceptable. Okay, it's still bullshit fundamentally. That's not true. The Mediterranean diet is not proven the healthiest lifestyle. Who said that? Are you talking about that study from like 70 years ago? Nothing's proven. What are you referring to? Nothing has been proven to be like, this is the healthiest. Nothing has been proven. That's why we're having this conversation. Yeah, I don't fucking believe in, no, I had problems with that food too. I don't believe in factory farming. I don't believe in that shit at all. It's fucking garbage. It's fucked up, and it's also shitty quality food. It's not good. That's the experience I have. The quality of the food matters. The quality of the food matters. I told you I had that personal experience. My personal fucking First person experience with that. Oh, I'm catching up on comments. So what's a decent diet? Do an elimination diet. I do not think that all things in moderation is a good diet. That's not I don't believe in that. I think moderation is an excuse to do whatever the fuck you want. I think there's definitely an optimal diet for an individual, and doing an elimination diet will help you figure that out and determine it. And it's not going to be moderation as much as most people think if you really go for performance and how you feel and optimal health. Everyone's going to have their own little range of what they might have a reaction to and what will help them be optimal. So it's different. When you talk about performance or you talk about longevity, we don't have all the data for all those things. Come on, man. Science has been around for these kinds of studies, 60 years, 70 years? It's still fucking new. I agree. I don't like moderation. I don't like that phrase moderation. Moderation is average, and average is fucking boring. Yeah, I don't care about the whole breast milk thing, whether it's vegan. I don't really care. I'm not really making that. I'm not passionate about that argument. I really don't care. I definitely agree with the elimination diet. I was diagnosed with IBS at 22. Turns out the whole time I was gluten intolerant. But see, look, when you do the elimination, you figure that out and then you make better decisions. That's cool. If you want to go vegan, if you want to go here, if you want to drink, it's like, okay, well, why don't you take it out? Why don't you test it? And then if you see you like it and it really works great for you and you believe in it 100%, it's still your choice. Your body, your choice. Your body, your choice. If you want to eat that, just understand, we don't know. We don't know what the implications of everything. You could be eating grass-fed stuff like that, blah, 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 and then get cancer because you lived under power lines your whole life. Or you were living in a city and those toxic fumes over the course of this, you had lung cancer. There are so many variables. That's why these nutrition studies are so hard to really pinpoint, because you say, oh, vegetarian or vegan versus meat. And then the study is just self-reporting. This person ate meat, this person ate this. And you're not checking to see if they ate nose to tail, if they had organ meats, if they were grass-fed, if they were exercising regularly. There's a lot of other things you can't tell if it's self-reporting. There's a lot of loopholes in these studies and things where they fall short. Or the sample size or the population size isn't enough, or the longitudinal, the aspect of how long it was studied for wasn't sufficient. There's a lot of things. I mean, I would think for the average person, especially for the way people eat now, if you had everyone in the United States just go to a Mediterranean diet, I think it's dangerous to eat a lot of fish now just because of pollution and shit like that. But I think that obviously people would be a lot healthier. That's why a lot of these diets work. That's why a lot of diets work, because you go from eating junk food and shit to being more regimented, to eating a certain structure of food, to eating more whole food sources, and you're cooking a lot more. So if you go for a certain diet, that's why a lot of people see a lot of results right away. Wow, I love this diet. It was great. Yeah, you went from not exercising to exercising and eating junk food and crap and not having any consistency to eating a structured, regimented. Wow, shocker that it worked. So a lot of things work. That's why a lot of people say a lot of things work, because relative to eating garbage, a lot of things do work. That's great. You're exercising every day, inspired by Papa. Good shit. Good stuff, fam. Anyway, thank you so much. We're wrapping this up here. Make sure you plug into the main channel, Swolenormous, and check out tomorrow's video. It's about back to school food nutrition. Don't miss it. And I will see you all tomorrow for episode 1216 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleevescast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. And I'll be back with some more juicy juice on the manana. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Out.